Good evening, America. I am the Big Red One guy reminding you that together we must break the machine. So, the question of the evening is Biden actually trying to help Donald Trump? Now, personally, I think that that's not really to the case, but occasionally Uncle Joe comes out, he gets on the news, and he has some moments of lucidity, and he says what's on his mind. Now I've watched him for his like the whole time that I've been into politics since I was young. I know a lot about him. He always says what's on his mind. Well, he says he said a lot of racist shit throughout the years, and he's obviously gotten away because he's part of the Marxist the Marxist establishment. So in the media, they're never going to hold him accountable. With that said, a lot of people were under the impression that he might be trying to undermine his vice president, Kamala Harris. Again, I don't really think that that's the issue. I just think that every now and then he comes out of his demented state, and like many dementia patients and senile patients that are senile, they have moments of lucidity, and they say what's on their mind, or they say the truth. So he was in an interview, and they were talking about they asked them about the interaction between Vice President Kamala Harris and Governor Ron DeSantis, because she went on air and lied like she always does, because she's just a chronic liar. She lies about everything she does. She's just full of shit. Okay, she hasn't really done anything. As we know, when she goes off script, she absolutely just destroys anything. Now, again, I think Joe was just being honest. I think he's been in touch with Ron DeSantis in the state of Florida, because Hurricane Milton is about to absolutely devastate it, especially if you're in the Tampa area. It looks like it's just going to absolutely crush it, because it's been ranked up to what do you call it, category 5. So we're going to just get into the little back and forth between Harris and DeSantis and Joe Biden's response. So here we go. We're going to have this is uh, this is what do you call it, Kamala Harris, when she's asked about her interaction with DeSantis, saying that he didn't take her calls, which is a crock of shit, and you'll see.
President, Governor DeSantis, NBC is reporting Governor DeSantis is ignoring your calls on hurricanes, resources, and help. How does that hurt the situation here?
Moments of crisis, if nothing else, should really be the moment that anyone who calls themselves a leader says they're going to put politics aside and put the people first. People are in desperate need of support right now, and playing political games with this moment in these crisis situations, these are the height of emergency situations, is just utterly irresponsible, and it is selfish, and it is about political gamesmanship instead of doing the job that you took an oath to do, which is to put the people first.
So to be clear, the vice president doesn't have any freaking thing to do with the interaction with the governor. She can. It's not that she can't. Okay, but right now the interaction has been going on between the president and Ron DeSantis, right? So Joe Biden, he contradicted her, and this is his words. Okay, so just so you understand, okay, again, I think this is just a moment of lucidity for him, and here's what he goes on to say, because they ask him about it.
The governor of Florida has been cooperative. He said he's gotten all that he needs. I talked to him again yesterday, and I said, no, you're doing a great job. It's all being done well. We thank you for it. And I literally gave my personal phone number to call. So I don't know. There was a rough start in some places, but every governor from Florida to North Carolina has been fully cooperative and supportive and acknowledged what this team is doing. And they're doing an incredible job. But we got a lot more to do.
So that's just the press gaggling, like, because they're just a gaggle fuck, and they're just a mess. And again, so Ron DeSantis actually went on to say, and he did an interview on Fox. You'd have to find it. I'm not gonna look for that. Anyway, I will leave a link in the description for this article. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, we're in election season. Things are kind of rough right now for everybody. Okay, especially in these states that have been hit pretty hard. From what I understand, though, that in the state of North Carolina, the Board of Elections is going to make moves to make sure that it helps its citizens and make sure that they can get out to vote. So, um, I don't know if Biden is trying to help Trump. I there are reports going out that the Biden people and the Kamala Harris people, there was actual physical altercation in the White House. So there's plenty of that report going around that's been on X and stuff like that. Whether that has any validity, who knows? It wouldn't surprise me if it does, because they tend to eat their own. But again, I don't think a president whose brain is porridge essentially um, is trying to actually hurt his VP. But then again, you never know, right? He is a vindictive son of a bitch. He's always been a scumbag his whole fucking life, so it wouldn't surprise me if he, is trying to stick it to his VP because they did fucking oust him, right? Like they kicked him to the curb. He won the nomination and in the primaries, like outright, and they just essentially, said "fuck you." You got your ass handed to you in a what do you call it in a debate, so we don't want you, right? So who knows? But personally, my personal opinion is I think that he's just, had a moment of lucidity. He was acting presidential and, trying to say that, hey, we're in touch with the state of Florida. And not only that, he made some mention about the other states too that have been affected by Hurricane Helene and that they've been in, touch with them. With that said, the response is actually by the federal government has been absolutely disgusting. FEMA doesn't have the money it needs to help these states. Mayorkas came out and said that, the Secretary of Homeland Security. And as we all know, the money has been going to illegal immigrants, to house them and give them all kinds of fucking money and everything like that. And right now, the people of who've been affected by Hurricane Helene are essentially going to get like $750, and they're even having a hard time trying to get that right now because many people are getting denied. Plenty of reports out there, people. So I'm gonna get the fucking haters. They're gonna drop remarks in the comments. Oh, this isn't true. It's totally true. We know the government fucking sucks. Blue whale cock. Anyway, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when the next video is coming up. So again, I'm the Big Red One guy signing out, and always remember that together we must break the machine. See you in the next video.